Buddy, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. I decided to get up a little bit early and chime in because I had some stuff on my mind, and I'm waiting for the baby to get ready to go to school. And so as I prepare for that, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things that were on my mind. First off, I wanted to let you guys know that there is a big economic warning that just came out from Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs is basically saying that there is something that they're concerned about in the economy called jobless growth. And jobless growth basically is where you have economic growth, but you don't actually have any jobs attached to that. You actually have just a bunch of rich people, a bunch of billionaires and hyperscalers getting insanely rich. People that understand artificial intelligence are getting ridiculously rich. Those who are investing are getting rich. If you're an investor, you're probably making money right now. There's no doubt about it. If you've been consistently investing and you've been doing it even partially correct, you are probably getting rich. And so anyway, there's a lot happening right now. And just as an FYI, I actually created a list of a bunch of stocks that AI stocks that you can feel free to take a look at that I think are a little bit overlooked. And if you want to get that list, I'll text it out to you later. Just text the word stock to the phone number 87948. So just text stock to 87948. Now, I want to talk about something that relates to Black economics that was really on my mind today. And it has to do with what's been going on politically. A lot of you have been seeing Donald Trump just kind of trumping and doing his thing and, just being Trump, right? He's been Trump for a long time. I don't think he's going to change that anytime soon. And I thought about this, right? And somebody asked me, they said, well, this is outrageous. This is ridiculous. How can he do this? How can we let this happen? And I remember thinking, I actually said to the person, I said, well, actually, I think the Democrats caused this. And they were like, well, what are you talking about? We didn't ask for this. This is outrageous. This is ridiculous. And I said, well, I think you asked for it because you had a guy in office years ago. You got to be able to connect the dots. I try to be a long-term thinker. I try to be a big picture thinker. I don't look at what's happening now. I look at how we got here. You follow what I'm saying? Like I don't look at like, where things are. I look at where things are going, where things have been, because every moment is a culmination of a series of events that led to that moment, right? Like for example, when guys are upset because they got to pay child support, I say, well, the reason you got to pay child support is because you saw that girl and she had a big booty and you decided to ruin your finances because you didn't have the discipline to walk away from a big booty. Like and then you asked her out and the next thing you know, y'all were having sex. And that's where the baby came from, in case you're wondering, in case you don't know. Because some people act like that. Anybody ever see somebody like that where they literally don't understand how they got in their situation? Like, I don't know how I got four baby daddies. I don't know how I got all this child support. Well, you got it because of certain events, a sequence of events. So with that being said, when you look at what's going on with Trump right now, and I see a lot of people are debating about it, whether or not it's good or bad. And I've heard both sides of the debate. I've heard people talk about the civil liberties issues of sort of him, implementing his policy no matter what. And then I've also heard from black folks on the ground in Chicago and Memphis who actually say, well, the National Guard being here, actually, they're the only people who were able to stop the violence. That the violence was out of control. Our mayor wasn't fixing it. Nobody was fixing it. Nobody cared. We went to City Hall and they never did anything about it. At least somebody's doing something about it. That's what I'm hearing from people on the ground. Now, here is what's interesting to me, and I'm veering a little bit into the political arena, but it all comes back to economics. Everything links to economics. Your politics is driven by economics. In case you don't know that, I can make sure you understand that by the time we're done. But anyway, when people are outraged about Trump, I say, well, actually, I think the Democrats caused this. And they say, why? I say, well, because years ago, you had a guy that everybody believed in named Barack Obama. Barack Obama was as charismatic as the day is long. He is super intelligent. He is thoughtful. He's a guy. He's a guy that really represents the White House very well. I was very proud of him as a fellow black man, in the sense that I'm a different kind of black from him. I'm African American black, two black parents. He is biracial and raised in Hawaii, that kind of thing. So we're not quite the same, and I think that that's very important, a very important distinction. I know people may not like that, but I'm more Michelle Obama black than I am Barack Obama black, if that makes any sense. Tell me if you get what I'm saying. Let me know if you get what I'm saying, because I think these distinctions have to be made